Hi, this is Argenis with Pure Storage. I'm here to show you today how we're going to torture our snapshots and show you how they are very effective for SQL Server cloning and snapshotting of databases. So you can just, refresh your downstream environments, clone your databases for dev and test, or whatever you want to use them for, including recovery. More importantly, you can definitely use them for recovering your databases. But let's go right into it. So what we have here is an instance of SQL Server 2019. You have a database here called ftdem_source. And notice that we are looking to use a table called guinea pig here. Table does not exist. Hence, this doesn't return any rows. If we look here, this is the script through which we create that table. And so we're going to go ahead and create that table. And then it's already there now. So now we go ahead and show you a list of tables. Just double check that guinea pig is there. It is indeed. So we can go ahead and kick off some workload against that table. So the workload looks like this. There's a multi-client.cmd that kicks off multiple CMD files, and actually same CMD file multiple times. And the CMD file basically just looks like this. And that insert into guinea pig.sql is essentially just a while loop inserting into guinea pig default values, sorry. So no big deal here, just a lot of inserts, okay? So that generates nice workload against the table. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we kick off all those cmd.exe windows here. They're just inserting into guinea pig consistently and constantly. So now we're gonna go into and check how many rows we have on guinea pig on our source database. So we have 141,000 rows, 150,000 rows, and so forth and so on. So this number is going to continue increasing as we actually hit the database with more continuous workload, right? The number is going to be ever increasing. So what we're going to do is clone that database 100 times. You heard correctly. We want to clone it 100 times. We're going to use a script, such as the one that I'm showing you on the screen. It's basically going to do a few basic things, right? It's going to connect to the Pure Storage array and authenticate. Please don't do that in production. But what I'm doing here is very insecure. I'm showing my password in the clear there. So please don't do that. We're going to connect and, we're going to do a few things. First thing we're going to do is I've already attached 100 virtual disks to that VM that we're going to use as both our source and our destination. Everything is going to be done within the same SQL Server instance. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clone that source volume where the database resides, that ftdem_source database. Where it resides, we're going to just go ahead and clone it 100 times. And so each time we clone it, then we have to go ahead and set one for every volume that we have, where that new clone of database exists. We have to bring that volume online and then make it readable and writable. And so we'll use this for that, and then we'll mount that volume onto a mount point I've already created. A bunch of mount points on my SQL SO1 box. You can see them here. These are all my disks. They're all offline right now. And my mount points that all are completely dismounted right now. As you can see here, there's 100 of them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back to the script here, and I'll show you, once we mount those 100 volumes containing the 100 database copies, we're just going to go ahead and attach them. Okay, so that's what we'll do. It'll be, 100 attached statements. And so this is kind of how we torture the snapshots, right? This is specifically the real torture part, where we really just take a snapshot one after the other. We're not even taking a breather, right? We're just issuing API call after API call, one after the other. So let's go ahead and kick that off and see what happens here. We have the workload running, right? Never stopped. And we have that database, that table called guinea pig. That is now sitting at, see how many rows we have on guinea pig. This is taking just a second. Let's see. Server's getting busy. 1.379 million rows. Okay, so we'll go ahead and copy the script, and we'll paste it into a PowerShell administrator window here. And we're just going to let it cook. All right, so that took a while. My VM is really slow today. But you know what? I got 100 databases mounted in those volumes. Let me show you here. If I go to SQL Server, refresh my list of databases here, you'll see I will have 100 copies of the database mounted there. So I'm going to go back to my jump box where I actually run the script from. And I have another thing that I want to show you guys. Right, my workload never stopped running, not even one I/O pause at all. Right, my row count on my source database is now sitting at 10 million rows in continuous run. Just so happened that I'm going to stop the workload. But that was the final number, right? 10,127,549. All right, so we got a ton of rows. Now, as we run this query, we will understand the progression of how many rows we had on the guinea pig table every time we took a snapshot or every time we cloned the database. So let's give it a few seconds here for this to return, and you'll see that that number is actually ever increasing. See, it starts with 1,586,638, grows and 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 grows. The last number is 1 million, close to 1.7 million, right? So this is the cool stuff about Pure Storage, snapshots and clones. You can use them for a myriad of reasons. They're super resilient. You don't have to pause SQL Server in order to obtain a usable, readable copy of your database that will come online every time. Right, so what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to pause recording now, but I am also, as part of this blog post that I'm linking here at the bottom, I'm going to show you the results of DBCC CheckDB on every single database. So I'm going to run it 100 times to show you that every database is absolutely 100% pristine. All right, thanks for listening.